Hey you guys, this is tiredg0th, and pardon me, you are joining me for the unboxing of my brand new laptop, right? So, you're behind the scenes with me. I am currently at my recording location for the day, and this was the last laptop that they had at the store, and it was within my budget for new hardware. I had done my research, and I guess I'm gonna find out how good it really was. So there looks to be like some packing tape on here that could easily be pulled apart if I had like scissors or something. And I don't know that I do. I don't believe that I do here. That's not the finest way to start off an unboxing, huh? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Maybe I'll just finesse it open. Let's see how this goes. Oh, okay. No, no, I'm gonna peel the tape. That's what I'm gonna do. For those of you who are tuning in, yes, I'm not wearing any makeup. I am exhausted. And oh, neat. Apparently, when you tear the tape, it has like a little logo imprint on it, and it's the name of the brand of the computer. That's kind of wavy. So I still have to get a case for this, and I have no idea how I'm going to be porting it around with me otherwise, but we're gonna see how this goes. So, in search of incredible, that's me. So, hey, wait a second. Wait 1 second. This is exactly the size laptop I was looking for. You know, this is way better than I expected. Okay, so when I walked into the store, just to give you an idea, right? I walked into the store hoping to find this model, right? It was sold out in another location that I was looking at. And lo and behold, I walked in and asked, okay, what do you have in this size range for like, an 8 to 10 inch tablet-esque size laptop, right? And I was told this was a 14-inch screen. My dude, this may have been closer to a 12-inch screen, which is a netbook size. I was looking for that. Or something I could use as an air cracker if I so chose. And wow. I haven't even powered it on yet, and I am impressed. If this is the machine that I think it might be, this is... Check out those keys. You hear that? Nice and quiet. Oh my gosh. It's an Intel Pentium Silver processor. It's an Asus laptop that's got a number pad built into... This is an accounting laptop. Oh my gosh. It's got a number pad built into the slot where there is normally like a mouse input. And you can turn it on and off at will. It's built into... There's a number pad built into the scrolling function. Oh my goodness, this is wild, man. Let's see this. In search of incredible, my Asus FAQ, and it has HDMI compatibility. I'm guessing you can stream with it. There is a camera, a microphone, a display panel built in. The power button's up at the top. There's a power indicator. Does it have function keys? That's what I want to know. It does. It has function capability. I can double boot this. I can boot into a new plus Linux kernel, I should say. USB 2.0 ports, okay. And a USB 3.2 Gen 1 port and a 3.2 Gen 1 Type-C? Dude, look at how skinny this thing is, and you can still do all of that. It reminds me of me, man. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Charge it for 3 hours before using, and the battery mode for the first time. We're taking it back to preliminary battery charging advice, where you had to like leave something plugged in for at least 6 to 12 hours before using it. I want to say that was the first instruction I read on a portable cell phone. Oh my gosh. Here we go. It's the power source. This is the... Can I see that? Hold on. The Asus Input is 19, oh, the output is 19 volts and 1.75 amperage with 33 watts. That's powerful for a tiny little charging brick like this. Jeez. Okay. The input is 240 volts and 50 to 60 hertz. Not bad. It's got a QR code on it and everything. All right. Dang, I guess let's get this plugged in. Oh my god. Is this still recording? Oh man. Hold on. Yeah, pardon my fuzzy socks and my extremely swollen ankles, but I'm not stopping this for anyone. Okay, so I just never mind the injury, man. I just plugged the laptop in. It's currently charging, and you can see that it's still pretty much, you know, doing what it is that it does. There's a tiny little indicator on the side that shows that it's charging, and yeah, wow, this is incredible because, you know, one of the things that I have realized about my use of laptops is that everyone except me doesn't want me to use a laptop. I during one of the last attacks that had happened on one of my machines, someone had actually gone into the kernel module that controlled, you know, all of the module files, like everything that would have actually built a machine from its components and its component data up into an operating system. Someone went into the XZM files and I want to say the configuration module files to delete literally the kernel's connection to the hardware. So when I would boot the machine, it would give me a prompt as if all of the data was completely zeroed out because there was no connection file actually binding anything together. So once I realized that was what was going on, I was just like, something is horrifically wrong here, and I'm just trying to figure out what it is. And you know, clarity had actually come through external sources. Like people had just begun like talking about it in passing as if they had seen it before or something like that, but without me necessarily mentioning it to them. I mean, it wasn't something I was like talking to everyone about. I was just kind of like, why is my computer suddenly not computing anything? It's not doing anything, you know? So that was super weird, but that's essentially what I was dealing with. I was dealing with kernel module attacks, which essentially takes crucial files that run the whole operating system and plucks them up and just destroys them, deletes them, removes them from their active functional behavior. So I I wasn't really sure what was going on until I started realizing that each of those configuration files put together is what made the operating system. So it was a learning process from a very awkward position backwards, really, because I was learning how all of these things were being destroyed and how it was affecting the composure of the entire system, its composition, its functionality, whether or not I would be able to use it that day. So many components fell into that learning experience. And, you know, I became quite protective then of over all those files for having seen what actually happens when they get manipulated and even destroyed in this case. So I had plenty of studying to do and plenty of work to do, but I now have a really good idea of how it is that I could start securing my devices if I so chose to, which I do so choose to, because I like having secure devices now. I'm not the greatest, biggest, hugest fan of, you know, my stuff being broken right out of the box. It's not nice. I don't think it's very nice. So I took a very serious kind of approach to mitigating those kinds of things before they could happen, and securing devices and teaching other people how to do that as well. And it's not limited to a laptop. It's not limited to you know, devices that look like they can handle more, I guess you could say, data transfers, data storage capabilities, right? It's not limited to these devices. Your phone actually has more active and constant, consistent data going through it, flowing through it, and taking part of your day as you are a participant and a user of this device than any other device you're probably using anyway. You know, you could be sitting in front of your computer at work for several hours a day, but you're on your phone any day, all day, constantly for any reason, for your banking apps, for your contacts, for your daily networking, for your horoscopes, your there are apps that might be tracking your own biorhythms. There's just a lot of information that isn't being accounted for as such a serious and a formidable collection if a person were to try to compromise your identity as a person and you were not aware of that. You could be your own worst enemy in that case if you hadn't secured your stuff. So what I do is I help people do that now. So I'm pretty comfortable talking about it. But yeah, so we're gonna give this thing a little bit of time to charge. 3 hours was the request. I'm gonna use that time to fix myself up, and you will see me probably with a brand new set of nails. And we'll take it from there. We'll power on and see what's going on. So thanks for checking in, and we'll be right back. Thanks. I was kind of maybe the biggest doofus ever in the world and forgot that I could turn the computer on without like charging it and leaving it off. So I'm actually charging my phone and the computer at the same time, but the computer's on. I kind of sort of didn't elaborate on all the details, like it's on the home screen now. But it did like a simple power on it. It was super cute. It had the little Windows logo, and I'm not. If you guys watch my show, I mean, you know that I'm not a huge fan of Windows. Never was, and I just prefer open source software. I prefer writing over open source not hardware, software. And I don't know if I've tinkered around enough and had enough practice with open source hardware. Like I've always wanted a flipper. I wanted it before people made it popular, but I also want a Ponagachi. That's like the one thing I definitely want. If you're paying attention to what I'm doing, yes, I did my own nails as I was waiting for this thing to charge. I'm also I don't necessarily want to show you all, but like I am resting my ankles. I have them propped up on two pillows and I'm just like resting them because they are so swollen that every time I get down off of the bed to go like clean something off the table or move something or grab my seltzer, my legs start throbbing. And it's like I'm just trying to stay off my feet for a little while. So that's basically what I'm doing. But yeah, so the PC is like gorgeous. It has an amazing display for something so thin, and it reminds me of this writing netbook that I had a while ago. It was an idea pad, right? And it was super cool, super accommodating. It was like the white one that had about 14 gigs worth of space on it. And it was just, a good office computer to have, really capable and just lightweight, easy to port around. The one thing that I guess I had a complaint about it with respect to its build was that it was too fragile. Like I would carry it around, and if it didn't have like a harder protective case, it would be prone to getting banged around, and then the hard drive would actually stop reacting the way it was meant to, which was like super weird. But it did that, and eventually it actually failed as a reason that I mentioned. So that was pretty sad because I actually really liked that laptop. It was awesome. But, so yeah, here I am doing my nails, talking about my tech. I still haven't named it. I still don't know not only what the model and the make of this device is, but I still haven't given it a name either. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I may not. I'll name it like Jelly Bean or something. I don't know. So, but yeah, so like it's been cool. I'm still gonna unbox it. I'm just like waiting for it to power on, and I'm also giving my phone a second-hand charge from that because I found out that I lost my charging brick at some point today. Don't ask me how I even did that. I feel like the most brainless person today, discovering all of the tech that I must have like shed in the middle of the street with no one recognizing what was going on except me when I actually went to look for it and I wasn't there any longer. So that's a trip, but whatever. It's fine, I guess. It happens. They're easy to replace, at least. It's just, it's the fact that, I have a sentimental attachment to it and I don't know where it is. I might actually know where it is, but we'll see. Who knows? So at least now I have a device that's capable of handling that responsibility, and I don't have to think about it too hard for the time being. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at. Filing my nails and de-swelling my ankles. This it doesn't sound like content, but it might be. I don't know. Okay, so nails are done. I still haven't completed tech setup. I'm actually gonna get back to you guys tomorrow. Just because it's getting late and I actually have a conference to go to, so keep that between us, okay? I love you guys so much. So I have so much interest in actually like getting into this machine. I just don't want to rush it. So I will be reporting back to you guys. Bye. Oh my gosh, it's doing stuff now. It's a nice display. 3 hours later. Just kidding, it's pretty fast. Oh, look at that. Unlock my Microsoft experience. Oh, fuck, it's trying to get me to sign into something. I'm not signing into anything, bro. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. There's no skip button or anything. No, not accessibility settings. I want to skip everything. Okay, oh my gosh. I'm kind of like low-key freaking out here because I don't actually know what this thing is trying to do. It's like, it's giving me sign-in options, but I'm not trying to set up with like a YubiKey or trying to log into my email address. Like I'm trying to avoid that at all costs, and Microsoft is just like, no, do it, say yes. And man, it's not for me. It's never been for me. That's why I use GNU plus Linux. GNU plus Linux, when you sign in, doesn't say, hey, now you have to like instantly bind your email address to your personal accounts. Or any accounts for that matter. Okay, so this thing is, I have an email, a Skype, or a phone option to log in. None of these are secure. It's making me create accounts. I am begrudgingly agreeing. Don't like that. Oh my gosh, man. Seriously? Okay, hold on. I just selected no on every single one of these. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but like, yeah, no. No one's getting my location, find my device data, diagnostic data, inking and typing, tailored experiences, advertising ID, or anything else of that matter, and I'll tell you exactly why. The more fingerprinting that this computer has in an ability to get to know me, the less secure I feel, and that's it. It's booting! Oh my gosh, it's updating. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. Oh my gosh! Yes! Hi. What? What do you mean? What are you getting ready? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm scared. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun. Oh. Hey. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I guess these are the pin tiles here. We have like Microsoft Edge, which I do not use. We have Word, which I prefer not to use, and photos, to-do lists, LinkedIn. Whoa, Notepad, Paint, nice. Okay, so this is like the intro. This is like, I guess the menu thing. Dude, this is really cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is like the preliminary stuff, right? I'm going to be showing you guys more of what I changed around and modified after I get everything settled in, but I just wanted to show you this. So I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for tuning in. This has been Tired Goth. I hope you all have a really, really good night and a beautiful week. Yeah, I look forward to your feedback. Let me know. Let me know what's going on. I'm super tired, so I am going to get myself ready for the next day, and I'm just grateful for you. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.